Welcome to Office Hours with IB, Season 2, Episode 10, The Discipline of Focus, Saying No. Without guilt. Introduction. There is a quiet discipline that separates founders who build sustainable companies from those who stay constantly overwhelmed. It isn't intelligence, it isn't funding, and it isn't even talent. It is focus. Not just the ability to work hard, but the discipline to decide what not to work on. Because as your business grows, opportunities multiply. New partnerships, new products, new ideas, and suddenly the founder who once struggled to find opportunities now faces the opposite problem: too many directions. In this episode of Office Hours with Iyabo, we explore one of the most important founder skills: learning to say no without guilt. Part 1. Why founders lose focus. Many founders start their journey with clarity. They know the problem they want to solve. They know the market they want to serve. But as momentum grows, something subtle begins to happen. Success attracts distractions, a new feature suggestion, a partnership, opportunity, a market expansion idea. Each one sounds reasonable. Each one feels exciting. But over time, these small deviations begin to dilute the company's focus. This is why many businesses stop growing. Not because they lack opportunity, but because they lose clarity. Part 2. The Power of Strategic Focus, one of the most powerful business books ever written. Good to Great describes something called the hedgehog concept. Great companies succeed because they focus on three things. What? They can be the best in the world at what drives their economic engine. What they are deeply passionate about. The companies that thrive stay disciplined within that intersection. The companies that struggle try to do too many things at once. Founders face the same challenge. If everything is important, then nothing truly is. Part 3. The hidden cost of saying yes. Every yes a founder makes comes with an invisible cost: time, attention, energy. This is something Steve Jobs spoke about often when he returned to lead Apple. He eliminated the majority of the company's product lines, not because the ideas were bad, but because focus creates excellence. Jobs famously said, "Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things." Great founders understand that growth is not about doing more. It is about doing fewer things better. Part 4. Why saying no feels difficult. Saying no can feel uncomfortable for founders. You may worry about missing opportunities. You may not want to disappoint people. You may feel pressured to say yes to everything. But the reality is this: every successful company is defined by what it refuses to do. Focus requires courage, it requires clarity, and it requires discipline. Book Insight. Essentialism. The author explains that the highest performers in any field follow a simple principle. They focus on what is truly essential. Instead of reacting to every opportunity, they deliberately choose the few things that matter most. For founders, this mindset can change everything. Practical founder exercise this week. Try something simple. Write down every major project or initiative happening in your business right now. Then ask yourself 3 questions. Which of these directly supports the core mission of the company? Which of these creates the most long-term value? Which of these is simply a distraction disguised as opportunity? You may discover that a few of your current priorities are not actually priorities at all. And sometimes the most strategic decision a founder can make is simply this: stop doing something. Closing reflections. The most successful founders are not the ones chasing every opportunity. They are the ones protecting their focus. Because in business, growth is rarely limited by ideas. It is limited by attention. So the real question is not, What else should I do? The real question is, what should I stop doing? And the answer to that question might be the key to your company's next level of growth. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Office Hours with IB. If you are a founder or leader navigating the journey of building a company, I hope these conversations provide insight and encouragement. Until next time, keep building with intention and keep learning. Welcome to Season 2 of Office Hours with IB, where every setback is a setup for your next success. Let's stop building to impress and start building what lasts. I'll see you next Monday. Subscribe now and join me next Monday, same time, same space, for another powerful session to fuel your week as a founder.